crafty with a stat here for us. It's 20-0 Colts at halftime in that game against the Miami Dolphins, and the Colts have scored on every possession they've had in the first half. That has not happened since Peyton Manning in 2006. Daniel Jones has led an offense to a stat line that has not been seen in Indianapolis since Peyton Manning was there. Absorb that. Absorb it. Just absorb that knowledge. That's a thing. That's a real stat that is actually there in the world. It's been spoken into the ether. Meanwhile, the Giants had 8 downs to score a touchdown and came away with 3 points. And we seem to just love throwing screens. What's changed for Daniel Jones? What's changed for Daniel Jones? And what hasn't changed with the New York Giants? Let's think about that. Let's ruminate over this, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? You and I, we're here. We're just a couple of guys or girls out there. But let's just have a little discussion here. Brian Daboll and Mike Kafka still with the New York Giants. Daniel Jones now with the Colts and Shane Steichen. Daniel Jones playing very well, efficiently, scoring points. The New York Giants playing exactly as they did with Daniel Jones there.
Are you ready to rep your team like never before? Then it's time to gear up at the Stay Tuned Sports Merch store, where we have everything you need to flex your fanhood in style. Throw it back with our exclusive 8-bit NFL helmet tees. Pixelated perfection for the old school football fanatic. Need something cozy for kickoff? Our Stay Tuned hoodies are built for bold fans and chilly Sundays. Decorate your den with championship banners that scream victory, because legends deserve a wall of fame. And for those early morning hot takes, grab a Stay Tuned coffee mug, or better yet, brew up a cup of our very own Stay Tuned coffee. Smooth, strong, and made for those perfect football Sunday mornings. So whether you're tailgating, couch coaching, or just vibing with your crew, we've got the gear to keep you tuned in. Head to bit.ly/StayTunedMerch right now and level up your fan game. Stay loud, stay proud, stay tuned.
Do you think that this is that first step to... Is this a putting the toe in the water to see the reaction, to see what people say about ostensibly bringing back the Redskins uniform just without the logo, to see what people's reaction are? And if you've read underneath any of the social media where Washington went ahead and posted this, because they posted it, obviously the NFL posted it, and a lot of the other reporters, Ari Miroff, Ian Rappaport, or your usual NFL people. Under all of those, people have been giving their reactions. So you think that this was a toe in the water situation?
I mean, I've been saying for a couple of years that that they'll eventually be the Redskins again. But yes, I kind of think that as far as today goes.
I had a thought, because here's the thing. I have a thought. It's very similar to yours, and it is along that case of this country lost its collective mind in 2020. Yes. Like, if you look at just between everything, if you look at what happened in just the year of 2020, now that we're 4 years beyond that, looking back, kind of maybe collecting a sense of common sense again, and I think that's the thing, is that looking back on it now, overreacted on a lot of things. There was a lot of shit that was going on.
Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Welcome, everybody, to Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. I hate life. I hate sports. I hate football. I hate everything. I don't hate you, though. Thank you so much for watching us here. If you like anything that you watched or anything you like, anything, if you watched me be miserable for the last 4 hours over on the other stream, like, share, subscribe, helps us out tremendously, and certainly would love for you to go ahead and do that for us. Also, if you want to help out in a little bit more fiduciary, a little bit more cash money fashion, you can go ahead and do that over in the top of the chat or in the description below this video. We have a link for our donation station and also our merch store link. We have a link also for our Discord if you want to join that. We have a link to go vote for my nephew Thomas as the Youth Athlete of the Year, and he fucking deserves it, so go do that for him. And honestly, do it for me too, as just a consolation, because I told you the Giants weren't going to win it. I told you the Giants were going to win it. Every time they got a thing, it's like, well, they're going to blow it, and they blew it. They're going to do it again. They're going to blow it. Then they score really late, and oh my God, are the Giants going to do it? Nope. Brandon Aubrey hits a 64 fucking yard field goal, sends it to overtime, and he's like, oh, but the Giants, they've been playing well. They get it overtime. Nope. You knew that wasn't going to happen. And sure enough, we didn't. It didn't happen. The refs sucked. The Giants had way too many penalties, even the legitimate penalties. Giants had way too many. There were also the refs. I don't know if the refs know what either pass interference or roughing the passer is, because they were throwing flags on shit that were not either one of those things. Be that as it may, it is what it is. The Eagles now currently have a 7-0 lead over the Kansas City Chiefs and Saquon Barkley, making it look rather easy there. And that's just going to make life so much better. Seeing not only the Giants lose in a game where they actually scored 37 points, which is insane because the Giants never score over fucking 20 at this point. But they've done that. But now we're going to have to watch the Eagles probably or possibly win against the Kansas City Chiefs. And on top of all that, Taylor Swift isn't even at the game. There is no joy to be had on this football Sunday. I am not having a good day. I hope everybody else is having a great, wonderful Sunday out there. Got great people in the chat there. Hamster in the chat, ELS in the chat. Great to see you boys there. Thank you so much. Things are going to get a little bit, though. I do have Pepper Jack. She is making me some burritos currently, so I'm very excited for that. You guys don't understand how excited I am for burritos. I need burritos. I need comfort burritos right now. I upgraded the coffee to Jaeger and Dew. I think I fucking deserve it after that game. Oh, Bucker missed a field goal, too, for the Chiefs. Wow, it's just, whew. Things are going great. Indianapolis up 13-7 on the Denver Broncos currently. As you can kind of see that over there. And let's take a look here. Okay, so wait. Kansas City does have the ball. Okay, I moved the possession arrow there. I didn't know if I did or not. So we're good. We're still good. We're still good. 1st and 10, Mahomes. He's going to hand this one off to Pacheco, and he's going to get maybe a yard, not too much on that play. Hamster says hopefully the Falcons will do something. We will find out when we cover that here on Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so very much. I knew Hamster was going to be happy. We were going to cover his Falcons today. He gets upset because we don't really talk about his Titans or his Falcons too much. But the Falcons are on Sunday Night Football, and we do Sunday Night Football here when our teeth aren't murdering us. And right now, the stitches feel like they're a little loose, but I think that might just be from the healing. I don't know, but it feels okay. So we'll get through it. We'll push through as best we can here. No, it's only a double shot ELS of the Jaeger in there right now. By the way, the Giants game went so long. We are now done with the first quarter in this game. We just got on the air and first quarter's over. We are starting the second quarter in this game. And with that, the Eagles do have a 7-0 lead, as we heard Harrison Butker miss. Isn't that his second missed field goal? Because he missed one down in Brazil, didn't he? What's worse, losing to Mac Jones or getting blown out by the Lions? If you're the Bears, like again, I think a lot of people were talking a little too much shit on the Lions and saying a lot of shit a little too early. Saying, "Oh, the Lions are done. Lions are done." I don't think the Lions are done. And I think we're seeing that here. Mac Jones, again, considering who he was, but then again, we had that same thought of Sam Darnold last year, and again, Darnold got the win today in Pittsburgh. So is it a case of maybe Mac Jones was just in a bad spot in New England? You had to come next after Tom Brady, and as we saw, maybe Bill wasn't the best coach there. Maybe at that time he wasn't the best coach for a Brady-less team. We'll say that. So I don't know. Josh the Great in the chat. Great to see you, Josh. Thank you so much for joining us here. And again, Josh was the one who asked that question about what's worse, losing to Mac Jones, getting blown out by the Lions. It's I got to tell you, maybe it's losing to Mac Jones, but then again, who said the Saints were going to be like? The fact that the Saints have been in both games they've played this year. Granted, the Niners are very injured. And they had all those problems, and the Cardinals. Maybe we still don't know who the Cardinals are quite yet, but to sit there and say the Saints, for a bad team, the Saints have been impressive. So I don't know if I would say I'd be even embarrassed or like what's worse as far as losing to Mac Jones. It's like, who thought the Saints were even with Mac Jones playing? A lot of people didn't think the Saints were going to win that game anyway. So the fact that they did make it a game and that it was entertaining is I think, something for the Saints. I think you can hang your hat on that. I know, it's been a while since we've seen you here, Josh, and it's great to see you. I certainly hope all things are going great with you. Mahomes. Travis Kelce with the catch and a big gain on 2nd and 8. Gets it all the way up to the 49-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. How do you leave that big lumbering fuck that open? Oh, he kind of... Yeah, oh, wow, they just went off of him. Interesting. That's how you could do it. How do you leave him that open? You just don't cover him, apparently. Jesus Christ. Patrick Mahomes steps back, and I don't know what the fuck that was. Incomplete. Just threw that into the ground. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Oh, we had a locked helmet situation. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Denver scored a touchdown. They're back on top, 14-13, by the way. Juju Smith-Schuster in motion. Mahomes back. Pumps fakes. Pulls it down. He's going to run it himself. First down and more. Gets it down to the 30. Gets it down to the 28-yard line where he slides down. That's 1st and 10. Chiefs, as the Chiefs now are moving the ball rather well here. Kind of does the double pump fake there and gets it through using the Mahomes magic, as they like to say. "90 degrees out there in Kansas City." Maybe that's why Taylor's not out there. She's like, fuck that. Too hot. I ain't going out there in that shit. Second and 8 coming up here. It's starting to feel like maybe this Denver-Indianapolis game might be a bit of a shootout here. It's going to be handoff to Pacheco, and that's going to be a yard loss on that one. I don't know what fucking play that was, but that looked all kinds of fucking weird. Is that Pepper Jack with my burritos? You don't want to say hi to everybody? Pepper Jack is very shy. She doesn't want. But I got burritos. That's good stuff. Oh, Mahomes, he's going to get tackled and sacked all the way back at the 39-yard line. Nothing makes a Giants loss feel less horrific on the soul than a nice Taco Bell chili and cheese burrito. That is very good. Butker is going to try another field goal here. It's about to be a 56er. Snap, hold, kick is good. And so the Chiefs get on the board, and we have a 7-3 game here in hot and steamy Kansas City without our beautiful and lovely Taylor Swift, which is very upsetting. Yo, that chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell. You guys know what you're doing. Who knew Taco Bell tasted so good? I had no idea. I need that. I need that after this. I need that after this game. So far, Daniel Jones 9 of 15 for 162 yards so far in that game between the Broncos and let me see here. Let me see if I can pull that up because this one particular feed doesn't seem to be working anymore. So let's see what we can do here. And there seems to be a stoppage of play there in Indianapolis. They're facing a 4th and 1 right now, from what I can see. Oh, my burrito's open. Sorry, it's very disgusting to see me eat live on air, but I'm very hungry. I just went through a long-ass game, and I hate the fucking Giants. So, kickoff here. Eagles going to bring it out. And they get it up to what, about 25 there? And that's where they will take over. Delicious. Cardinals. That's going to be a misplay for them. Okay, 1st and 10. From the 24-yard line. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Devontae Smith in motion. Throws to him out of the backfield. Sorry, that's Dotson. My bad. Misidentified. That'll happen. Looks to be about a 3-yard gain. 5-yard gain. Never mind. My eyes don't know what I'm talking about. 2nd and 5 upcoming here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Play clock. Down to 8. And there's movement on the line. That's going to be a false start. I don't know if there was any more flags before I came onto the stream. Again, I came on late because of the Giants game, which, by the way, had 34? Was it 33 or 34 flags in that game? Unbelievable. It's weird to see a single-digit flag number here. Patrick Surtain is hurt for the Broncos. Oh, no. You don't want to see that if you're a Broncos fan. If anybody, really. Jalen Hurts back, has all the time in the world. Gets it to Barkley. And Barkley puts his shoulder down. It looks like he might have stepped out before he got to the first down. We'll see where they mark him. Broncos went for it the Colts went on it for 4th and 1 and did not get it. Broncos take over on downs at midfield. Jalen Hurts on 3rd and 6. Again, Kansas City can't get to him, and he gets right over the first down marker. First down, Eagles, and we got a flag. This might be holding. And it is. It's going back. $10-yard penalty, so it's going to be 3rd and 16 now. So 3rd and 15. I thought it was 3rd and 16 if it was 10 yards, but 3rd and 15 they're calling this. $9:12 remaining here in the second quarter. Handoff to Barkley, and he's going to get up to the 25, but no further. And so it'll be 4th and about 10. And the Eagles are going to have to punt. As the tomahawk chop is in full throat there at Arrowhead Stadium. Man punts the ball away. Oh, I didn't have the possession on here. Good return here. The punt got all the way down to about the 10. It gets returned up to about the 31-yard line, and that is where the Chiefs will go ahead. We got a little bit of discussion and pushing and shoving there on the Chiefs sideline with some of the Eagles trying to cause a ruckus, as Eagles fans usually do. And with that, Kansas City gets the ball back in their own end. 1st and 10. Down 4 points, 7-3 currently to the Philadelphia Eagles. Looks like the Broncos are close to a first down. It does not look like they got it. Or they gave it to him, and the Colts are challenging the play, saying that he did make it. I think he was personally short, looking at it from here. Cardinals look like, what do they got? What do we got with the Cardinals? Let me see. They're at a 2nd and 20, are the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, he's back. He's looking. He's escaping. Rolling out to his right. There's a flag down in that play, and he just throws it away. That looks like that's probably going to be coming back. You're going to be looking at a 2nd and 30 now, holding on the Cardinals. Crafty in the chat says, hey, sorry for a tough loss, King. The worst thing a team can do is give a fan hope and then take it away. Here's the thing. The key to fixing that is not having hope at all. And that's kind of where I was. Each time the Giants was like, oh, looks like the Giants are going to do good. I was like, how are we going to fuck it up? You have to, like, I'm so used to it as a Giants fan that anything good, is going to be fucked up. You're just waiting to see how. Like, you're not going to win the game. Oh, Russell Wilson had basically a 500-yard game. Looked amazing. But then he throws the pick in overtime. Critical. Loses the game for the Giants. Like, it's oh, the Giants had scored 37 points, which they haven't done in probably fucking 40 years. Yeah, but we're not, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still going to find a way to screw up the game, and we did. Our defense was porous. There were some egregious officiating calls. There were also way too many penalties from the Giants across the board, which, again, that goes on Brian Daboll for having such an absolutely undisciplined and terrible team. Yeah, it's just bad teams find ways to lose games, and that's the Giants. Like you said, good teams find ways to win. Like last year, the Chiefs, we said were they didn't look great. They weren't fine. You know, it was like, boys, they don't seem like that dominant team they were, but they won games because good teams find ways to win. The Giants are a bad team with a bad coach, and it doesn't matter how good they might look in this particular situation or this, that, or the other. They're going to find a way to lose a game, and that's what the Giants do. Kareem Hunt gets the carry there, and that's going to be a first down into Eagles territory. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. And so to sit there and say, like, oh, I'm sorry the Giants gave you false hope. No. The Giants didn't give me any hope, false or otherwise. I knew. You just know. That's how it's going to be. And that's what I mean. I don't mean to sound like Frank the Tank from Barstool and his Mets. But when you've seen your team be so bad for so long, it's just like, I get it. Okay. Hamster in the chat says, well, I had the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, so y'all might go end up... Yeah, we're not going. Because here's the thing. The Giants, like, you saw all the Giants put up great... Russell Wilson put up great stats, and, oh, we scored 37 points, something like that. Next week, we'll go back. We'll lose, 27-6. Like, we're playing the Chiefs next week, too, so we're fucked. 2nd and 7, that pass is batted down, floated up there dangerously, but does fall harmlessly. 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Chiefs. Crafty in the chat says Adoree Jackson has exited the game for the Eagles. He does have an injury, which I believe Crafty and Jimbo would agree. Says basically addition by subtraction, and that might be the case there. So here we go, 3rd and 7 from the 45.5-yard line here for the Chiefs. Mahomes, he's going to throw it to Hunt out of the backfield. Hunt is cut down after only a gain of 3. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Chiefs. I don't know. I feels like they're not going to kick it. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Mahomes snaps, takes it, looks, throws over the middle, caught by Kelsey, and Kelsey gets it to the 30, to the 25, down to the 24. Without Taylor Swift there, he has no distractions from his hot, sexy, blonde fiancée. First of all, why is he carrying the ball like a loaf of fucking bread? Pacheco carries, gets 3 yards. That's going to be first down. I did see they brought in Jadeveon Clowney for a workout. I think it was earlier this week. Their EOS, so that seems to make sense. And I do see it actually just popped up right here on the twits from Fox Sports. The Cowboys are indeed signing Jadeveon Clowney. So there you go. Chiefs gain of about 2 yards for the Chiefs on that one. There was Noah Gray, Travis Kelce late. That's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Chefs. Cardinals get a field goal, by the way. They are now up. Patrick Mahomes trying to escape pressure, can't do it. We got flags down. Oh, we got 2 flags, one in the secondary as well. That bumps it up to 4. Doesn't matter if they're declined or not. You know how we do on this channel. Flag is thrown. It fucking counts. Holding on offense and holding on defense. Those penalties will offset. Hollywood Brown comes limping off the field. You don't want to see that. Feel the Chief, you got enough injuries as it is. Joe Burrow has been reported to leave the locker room in a walking boot and on crutches. So that's something to keep an eye on. Patrick Mahomes pulls it down. He runs on 3rd and 5 and gets the first down. Taking some hits on the way, but he gets there. First down, Kansas City. And also, the stream seemed to have froze. Not sure why. Oh, I still had the flag up there. Whoops. Sorry about that, folks. It's been a long day. It's been a day. Patrick Mahomes here on 1st and 10. He's going to pull it down and run it again. Gets it to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Kansas City! And just like that, Kansas City takes the lead. Patrick Mahomes leading his team down the field. The Eagles had a couple chances to stop them. Couple of penalties here or there. But instead, Kansas City and the Mahomes magic a little bit, if you want to say. And fine, you can call me Chris Collinsworth and saying I'm sucking his dick. That's not. Look, motherfucker, look at what he does. He fucking wins. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 10-7 lead now for your Kansas City Chiefs. And yeah, on that fourth down, you have the fact that Travis Kelce making that kind of catch that he did, holding it like a loaf of bread, making sure he didn't fumble it and do that. That was kind of something. Hamster in there says, come in the chat, Jimbo. Yeah, Jimbo, come into the chat. Why aren't you coming in here? Broncos, they get a touchdown and the extra point. They are now leading 21-13 over the Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals, of course, they got a field goal before. They are up 13-3 currently on the Carolina Panthers. And in this game that you're watching along with me right here on Stay Tuned Sports, Kansas City with a 10-7 lead on the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. My name is King, and this is Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Usually I'm joined by my partner, Jimbo, but his computer is a fried piece of shit. So we'll see what happens if he's able to jump onto the stream any point coming on in this future week or not. You might get a lot of me. There might be a lot of King you have to deal with doing recaps of the week, doing countdowns, doing things of that nature. It's gonna be, you might get a full. You might be a little too full of your old boy King here, but then again, you might like me. Again, I'm an old man with the balding hair. I still think I'm somewhat attractive, don't you? I've got the nice sultry voice. Don't you want to hang out with me? Who doesn't want to hang out with me? I'm a good man. I'm a good friend. I curse a lot. Maybe that's not great. I get that, especially if we're trying to get viewers here on YouTube. But hey, come on, join me. It's fun. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us here. If you want to help, like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously with the algorithm. And, I mean, we got to fight that YouTube algorithm all the way. You know how it is. Also, if you want to help us out a little bit more, fiduciary fashion, since, of course, I'm poor and I don't have a job and I have 17 cents in my bank account, you can go ahead and donate to the channel. Go ahead and we have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat and the description below this video. Either one is fine. Pecan is currently the leader in the clubhouse with $35 donated. You want your name on a ticker? Donate more than $35. Your name will replace Pecan's. But again, we accept and appreciate every donation you could do. If it's 5 cents, if it's $1, don't care what it is. If it's up to me, we'd accept bits of string. I certainly do appreciate all of your help there. And again, if you can't donate anything, if you just like, share, and subscribe, that does more than anything else for us here. So we certainly do thank you for that. Also, Discord link is in the same 2 spots there, chat and in the description. Same for my nephew. Go vote for him to be Youth Athlete of the Year. Go click on that link. Give him a bunch of votes. I know if you donate money to the V Foundation and to the Why Not You Foundation, you get like it's $1 a vote. So like you donate $10 or $20, you get 10 votes or 20 votes. So if you want to be generous and help out my nephew that way, you can do that as well. Thank you so very, very much. And I don't know why I have this is continuing to freeze up on me. I don't like that. But we keep on getting this, my stream is being a little janky, and I don't like it. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. From the 23-yard line, it's going to be hands off to Barkley, and he runs all the way to the 29-yard line, but we have a flag down. Holding on Kansas City, it appears to be. And now we've just lost the entire website. I don't know what's going on here. This thing is being real wonky, and I don't like it. And every time I try to redo it, it gets, it keeps on giving me ads. Are you doing this because you just want me to watch ads? Is that why we're doing this? Don't do that to me. Don't do it. So because of the penalty, it's still 1st and 10. Now at the 24.5-yard line. Jalen Hurts is going to pull it down, run it, and he gets to the sticks, and that's going to be another first down for the Eagles. Patrick Surtain is out of the medical tent, by the way. He's apparently running on the sidelines. ELS letting us know, that because we saw before Trey Hendrickson was out with an injury in that Bengals game. Of course, we know that Joe Burrow was as well. But ELS letting us know that Hendrickson did return to the game, so his injury is hopefully not that severe, and we certainly hope so. Hope so. I certainly hope so that her injury is not that bad. It's been a long day for me. That Giants-Cowboys game was very long, very taxing. I yelled a lot at the officials as well as they should have, because John Hussey is a big piece. I think it was Hussey was the official in that game. He's a big piece of shit. Whoever were the officials in that game, they were all pieces of shit, and I hate them all. Did the Bengals win that game? If someone thought it was the Giants game, I forgot to check. He did, 31-27. I thought Jacksonville had that game. So the Bengals have started 2-0. Might have lost Joe Burrow. We'll see how long Joe Burrow is going to be out. Again, he's in a boot with crutches. So we'll see. Is it just turf toe, or did he break his toe? Is it a dislocated toe? Does he have the same thing Purdy has? I don't know. Bo Nix with 3 touchdown passes. That accounts for all of the Broncos touchdowns. Ah, 16 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Cardinals up 13-3. Man on Fire is a great movie, though, Crafty. I'll say that. Maybe that's what that particular movie is, or it's a take on that or whatever. But man, and that the Man on Fire with Denzel in it was a remake of one from the 80s. But even so, the Denzel one, that's a great fucking movie. What a great movie. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They are on their own 45-yard line. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Has time. Boy, does he have time. Deep ball to nobody, and that's going to be offensive pass interference. That has to be offensive pass interference. There's a flag thrown. No foul. They've picked up the flag, but we don't pick up the flags. You throw that flag, it goes on the fucking counter. It stays right there. Learn, officials. You can't just throw flags willy-nilly. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Eagles. $1:52 remaining in the half. Throws, got A.J. Brown. They're at the Chiefs' 48-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. So far this week, ELS 8-2, killing it in the picks so far. What a catch by A.J. Brown. While falling, it looks like he got a one-handed catch. If he doesn't get his hand up there, that's McDuffie's ball. That's a house call. He was like tripping and falling forward, still caught the ball. Wow. Hurts got a lot of pressure, just chucks that up. But A.J. Brown apparently was in the area, so that's not going to be a foul. Cardinals, they got another field goal, it appears. Although they get a touchdown. Cardinals get a touchdown? They might be looking at that. No, let's see. 1, 2. No, that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Cardinals. I was going to say, that was a crafty, what a catch. What an absolute catch. I don't like giving credit to the Eagles for anything, but that was a hell of a catch by A.J. Brown. They're saying before the flag was thrown, Eagles got a timeout. But you know what we do here. You throw the flag. Doesn't matter if there was a timeout called or not. Yeah, get it up there. But the Eagles do have a timeout taken away from them. So there we go. Yeah, Tron. I don't care if it's got Jared Leto in it or not. I am a slut for Tron. More Tron, the better. Give me Tron. Need it. Excited for that movie. I was gonna say, man, the Panthers. I was going into the season hopeful for them. I thought, like, yeah, Bryce Young, maybe he could do something. Maybe they make another step this year. Maybe they're not going to be a playoff team. Maybe they're not going to be great, but you might see an evolution or a step. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you take that. Look at Daniel Jones fucking slinging it. Oh, you going to another game, hamster? Falcons Panthers in November. Let's hope that's not a game the Falcons blow. Let's not. Yeah, imagine the Panthers suck all the way through, but they end up beating the Falcons at that game you go to. You never want that. You never want that. What a fucking throw from Danny Dimes. First and goal coming up here for the Colts. 1:36 remaining in a half in Indianapolis. Daniel Jones back, looks, throws, caught. That's a touchdown for the Colts. Oh, Danny Dimes. Go, Daniel Jones. Go, baby. Love to see it. Love to see it. Fuck all the Daniel Jones haters out there. Suck my dick. Yay, burritos. Yeah. I love brothers. I love burritos brothers. I don't know why I said brother, but I do love my brothers too. What's up, bro? Thanks for watching. Don't say any of the things I say on here. Look at Daniel Jones. Look at Daniel Jones throwing dimes. Like his name is Danny Dimes or something. Drake May did have a very good day today as well. So here we go. 2nd and 10 after the timeout. Hurts. Boy, he's got time and a half. He's got time. He's got 10 seconds to throw the ball. And, of course, you got that much time. It's still only going to be a yard gain completed to A.J. Brown. He does get it out of bounds, though. Although he said he was going backwards, so it doesn't stop the clock. He went out of bounds going backwards. So that means the clock still runs. You have to go out either completely lateral or while going forward. So that's going to be another timeout that the Eagles have to take. 3rd and 9 upcoming. But, boy, what protection did they have? I was going to say, going to a game like you go to, looking for your team like the Panthers, yeah, that'll be a cheap game to go to. So that's a good pickup. You just want to go to a game, especially there in Atlanta where you have the concessions aren't insane. You can grab a couple beers, grab a couple dogs, or, sodas, whatever the case. I don't know. Again, we were talking about how I know some people are. Grab a couple beverages, whether they be adult or soft drinks. Either way. Yeah. Like that's a great pickup if you could do it. You spend just a couple bucks for a cheap upper deck ticket or something. Yeah, 3 tickets for $250. That's not bad. That's not bad. For three. That's not bad. That's caught by Brown, and they're going to have him mark him about a yard short. So 4th and 1. Clock is running. A.J. Brown talking shit. So, yeah, looks like the Eagles are just going to go ahead and bring the clock all the way down. And then they're going to go for the field goal to tie it up going into halftime. Yeah, I enjoy front row. Like upper deck front row, I think that's a perfect kind of seating area because you're not all the way up there. You have no obstruction in front of you. Like there's nobody sitting in front of you. You don't have to deal with an asshole in front of you being like, I want to stand the whole game. Like me and Jimbo had to deal with at a Notre Dame game in Philadelphia a couple years ago. Yeah, so that's good. So Jake Elliott coming on for a 52-yard field goal attempt. Will he make it? We're going to have to wait and see because the Chiefs have called themselves a timeout now to try to ice the kicker. Not sure how you ice a kicker in 90-degree weather with 30 million % humidity. Oh, no, not a flag. Not a timeout. It's a flag. False start on the Eagles. Oh, no. So that's it. It wasn't a timeout. It was an actual false start on the Eagles. So that goes from 54 to now 59, 59-yard field goal. Oh, I thought it was 54. It was 52. So then it's 5. So it's 57. 58. Officially calling it a 58-yard attempt. Snap. Hold. That kick is good. Jake Elliott gets it right through. And we end the first half tied 10-10. It's a lot better first half than the Chiefs had in the Super Bowl. We can say that. But the Eagles go ahead and score at the end. And with that, we have reached halftime here in Kansas City. The Eagles 10, the Chiefs 10. The Eagles looking to go 2-0. The Chiefs trying to get their first win of the season, avoid going 0-2. Pepper Jack in the chat, a resident Swiftie. She says Taylor might actually be arriving at the game coming in at halftime. They're saying she might be coming in cleaning cart style, the way she did used to in the Eras tour. Rumors are that her team is there and that someone has filmed a black box being rolled into the stadium. Could be something. Could be something. I guess at this point you kind of have to do that to go anywhere if you are indeed Taylor Swift. Crafty in the chat says, if Mac Jones keeps winning, will Shanahan give Purdy the Jimmy G boot? Absolutely not. I don't think so, because Brock Purdy hasn't played badly. It would have to be Brock Purdy would have to be playing so bad, or have been playing so bad, and then Mac Jones comes in and it's like, oh, wow, this kid has got something. No, Mac Jones is playing well. He's a backup. That is what he's supposed to do. Come in, play well, keep the team moving the way it's supposed to be moving, and then when your starter comes back, put him right back in there. That's how I see that. Like, if Brock Purdy was playing like complete and utter ass, and then you put in Mac Jones, like, oh, Mac Jones, what a revelation. He's playing well. Then you do that. Kind of like how they were doing when they were trying to start Trey Lance, and they were trying to push Trey Lance, and they had Trey Lance. We're going to start Trey Lance, and then Trey Lance gets hurt, and you put in Brock Purdy, and look what happens. Brock Purdy is like, okay, well, Trey Lance hasn't looked good. He hasn't been available. He's always injured. Brock Purdy looks good. Brock Purdy hasn't played poorly enough to be replaced in that way. I don't think. So now I'm excited to see if Taylor Swift shows up. I don't have a Taylor counter, though. I didn't make a Taylor counter for this year yet. I thought I had one set, and apparently I don't. I thought I did, but apparently not. I want to look and see if I have one, and if I do, I'll put it up, even if it's an old one. Oh, that's just a picture. Oh, I don't have anything. Do I not have anything as far as the counter? That's crazy. I could have sworn I had a Taylor counter. Might have to make one real quick here. But yeah, Crafty, as far as that question goes, no, I don't think you're going to replace Purdy with Mac Jones. Unless Brock Purdy comes back from his injury and looks so completely ass, and then it's like, yeah, maybe. Like I that's the only way I could see that. That's the only way I could see that. Do-do-do, la-da-do, la-da-do. Where did I get the? How did they get the flare counter there? La-do, la-da-do. I'm live on here trying to do like graphic arts here real quick to see if I can get anything going. Nope, I don't want it over there. I want it here. Open that here. Why is it not showing up? Why is this one not showing up? I don't know. Do 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 do. Oh, I see why it's doing that. Okay. Excuse me. My goodness. So now I got to pull this from here. I got to pull this from there. If I pull this from there and then pull this here, and then I can copy that, and I can copy that and put that over here. And again, this makes this a whole ordeal here. But if I do that, and then I have to come over here. Yeah, I have to come back here and then go over to my downloads. Now I'm in downloads. I got to find the picture that I want to use for old Swizzy Lizzle. And I got quite a few. I got quite a few here that I could use. And it's just a case of which one do I want to use. And I think we'll go with a classic here. I think I don't mind using a classic. We got a classic. So there we go. And we send that over there. And then we just gonna do this. See, hold on a second. See, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing pretty good here. We're getting close. We got an idea of what we want. We got an idea of how it looks. And then we just got to take this. See, okay, so we hold that off there. See, now we grab that. We grab that. We grab that. We copy. We paste. We go back up here. I know you guys can't see anything I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Why? Because it's worth it. When it's Taylor, it's worth it. And I know what some people might be trying to say too. When I talk about my New York Giants, and it's like, oh man, how could they have lost? Like I knew I know how the Giants could lose. I mean, it's the Giants. It's how we are. It's easy to see how the Giants lose. When you're used to the Giants losing, it's like, oh, how could the Giants lose that game? Oh, very easily. Just by being a Giants, it's very easy to lose that game. All right, so now we've got that over there. We can send that one to the back probably, or we can just move this one up. See, that's what we do there. Ah, see, we're getting there. We're doing good. See, there we go. We have that. Oh, let me get this over here. We take that. See, now we have to take the text from over there to over there. I know nobody knows what I'm looking at, but that's fine. Because this is what I'm doing. Interesting, I know. But this is the depth of the art, ladies and gentlemen. So we go back to this. We pick up, what do I got to pick up here? We could pick that up. Copy. Okay, so we got that, and we got this, and we could do that, and we're okay. Just fix the font size. Move this down. And move that up. There we go. Go to, oh yeah, let me do this. There we go. File, we're gonna save. Go to live stream graphics. Change that. We do a save, and that should be that. So we close out of this. And now let's see if we can work some magic here. And there we go. Just like that. See, there she is. We got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. And now all we have to do is move this particular thing over. Oh, Chiefs get the ball to start. There we go. But we haven't seen her yet, but rumor is she might be there. So we always just got to be ready. And maybe this will get Pecan into the chat. Third quarter. Here we go. And the kickoff is going to be taken up to the 26-yard line, maybe 27. Nick Sirianni being very mean to his long snapper. Nick Sirianni, he's a mean guy. Why do we even like Nick Sirianni? Oh, wait, we don't. He's a piece of shit. Caught! Hollywood Brown with the catch. Second down upcoming. Second and 5 upcoming. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. Got Pacheco in the backfield with him. He throws. It's going to be caught by Kelsey, but short of the first down, about a yard and a half short. Third down and very short coming up here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Trevor Jack was crashing out. Mahomes on 31, thrown, caught, but that's going to be short of the first down. Hollywood Brown was the catch, but that was short. Great defensive play there from the Philadelphia Eagles. Who hit him on that one? Makuba Matata. 4th and 1. Chiefs are going to go for it. They snap it. They hand off to Pacheco and does not get it. Nowhere close. Eagles. Wow. That was a wow. I don't understand. Like, listen, I understand you kind of do this shit anyway, but on that for that front to try to push that through. Like, I don't know. And now the Eagles have a fantastic opportunity here. Yeah, Makuba had a great play on that. I don't know. I don't know what we just watched on that one. That was crazy. Yeah, he didn't make that. I don't know why they're even. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have to look at it, but yeah, he didn't make that. So apparently, by the way, just to let everybody know where we're at with the Taylor Swift shit, apparently her assistant is there. I don't know if that's Tree Payne or not or whoever. Yes, her assistant's name is Tree Payne. But her assistant is there. She's got security who's there. And there appears to be just some generic giant black box that they're walking through the facility. So we don't know what's going to happen. People are wondering if they're going to announce the Super Bowl halftime show. People are wondering what's going to happen. I don't know. Interesting. It's interesting. Let's see what happens with our good friend Taylor Swift. Broncos got a first and goal situation here working in Indianapolis. Pepperjack wants to know, is that a possibility? I don't know. I've never seen or heard somebody doing a live Super Bowl announcement during a game. So I don't know if that's a particular thing. Broncos with a touchdown in Indianapolis got to go up 28-20 on the Indianapolis Colts. Pepperjack saying I'm delusional about all this Taylor Swift shit, so I need some rationale. Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen it before. Doesn't mean it can't happen. It doesn't mean it can't happen. I've just never quite seen that, so I don't know. Maybe she's just going in there more carefully than she has in the past, because she's got a rock that's worth about more than the GDP of half the countries in the world down her finger. Maybe that, I don't know. Maybe she's taking it a little bit more carefully than usual. I'm not sure. But yeah, like I've never heard of I've never seen like a live announcement for a Super Bowl halftime show. Like I said, it's not that it can happen. And especially if she likes doing shit for the first time, it definitely could be. So I have no idea. 1st and 10, Eagles from the Chiefs 35 after a failed 4th and 1 attempt. And not only that, why would you give up Pacheco and not Kareem Hunt? I don't know. Barkley, yard gain on the carry. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Snap. Hurts. Barkley out of the backfield. He's going to only get a yard. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Eagles. By the way, news from Cleveland, Stefanski's not considering a quarterback change for week 3 as the Browns are going to get murdered by the Green Bay Packers. So here we go. 3rd and 8. Hurts. Back. Gets rushed. Ball gets floated. Almost caught by Devontae Smith, and he's down he's holding his lower back. Oh, if you're an Eagles fan, that's not good. The Chiefs brought everybody on that particular play. And see, hands up, not roughing the passer. Refs from the Giants-Cowboys game. See? Devontae Smith is up, and they say he's walking off the field, so that's apparently a good thing. You see, but still, he was kind of writhing in pain there, holding his lower back. Hopefully, nothing too serious for the Eagles' wide receiver. But it is going to be 4th down, 4th and 8. The Eagles will probably go for a field goal here, well within Elliott's range. Arizona up 27-3 on the Panthers, by the way. Not looking good in Carolina there. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Instead of just trying to do like, oh, you're going to watch Red Zone? No, I'm not going to watch Red Zone. What we're going to do is we're going to switch over and try to look at Here we go. Here we go. First and 10, and by the way, for the Colts, as I'm looking at it right now, they're on their own 40-yard line. Daniel Jones, play action. Rolls, throws out of the backfield. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be big gain down to the Broncos' 45-yard line. Tyler Warren, rookie tight end, with the catch and the yardage gains, the yak. Jake Elliott, 51-yard attempt. He made a 58-yard attempt at the end of the first half. So this feels like a chip shot here for the Eagles kicker. Snap, hold, kick, up. That's going to split the uprights, ladies and gentlemen. That's good, and the Eagles regain the lead, 13-10. Daniel Jones running the ball. He gets a couple-yard gain on first down, avoids the sack. Illegal use of hands to the face against the Broncos, though, and that's going to move them back. So that's illegal contact. There was that 5-yard penalties, and that's an automatic first down there for the Colts. So the Colts keep it moving. See, Chiefs are going to be getting the ball back here. Yeah, rough week if you're a Jets fan. I've been seeing that too. It's a rough week if you're a Jets fan. Especially if you're a Jets and a Mets fan, then you're stuck. I gotta say the Yankees ain't doing much better. But this Mets collapse is going to have to be studied in the future. I just don't get it. First and 10, completed pass from Daniel Jones down to appears to be the 20-yard line of Denver. Second and 4 will be upcoming for the Colts in that game. Kind of doing double duty here. Enjoy the game here. We got the main game here. Obviously, the Eagles 13, Chiefs 10. Chiefs will be receiving the ball here once all these commercials are done. Check it in here on the Colts game. Again, the Cardinals game is 27-3 Cardinals, so we're kind of – that game is what it is. Kind of see where that's going. Go Desert Birds. I root for the Cardinals there. Second and 4, Daniel Jones over the middle, dropped. Pittman had that in his hands and just dropped it. Third and 4 upcoming for the Indianapolis Colts. Back in Kansas City, we're about to get the kickoff. You see Jalen Carter there on the sideline. Elliott boots it. And that's going to fall at about the 9-yard line. Chiefs bring it up to about the 38, and that is where they will start this next drive. God, that's a good beverage. Call me crazy. I'll tell this. If you guys like Jägermeister, Mountain Dew. You get yourself a regular sized glass, like a mason jar glass, something like this, a pint glass, whatever you want to say. You do 2 shots of Jägermeister in there, ice cubes, and you fill the rest up with Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew in my case. You're going to enjoy it. First and 10. That's a run from Pacheco. He gets about 4 yards on that carry. Second and 6 upcoming. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it. You'll like it. Especially for winter drinks, especially Christmas time. Tastes like Christmas lights. Tastes like a nice Christmas fruitcake. It's delicious. It's a holiday happy season beverage, and I'm sure you'll like it. Anyway, second and 6. Mahomes throws, tipped over the middle, incomplete. Third and 6 upcoming. Second and 1 for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor breaks it to the outside. We got a flag down. It looks like he made the first down, but we'll see what the flag is in that game in Indianapolis. Holding on the Colts. That's going to move him back. So Mahomes gets pressured, but now he throws deep ball, just overthrown. Incomplete. Thornton, the intended receiver. 4th and 6. The Chiefs are gonna have to punt. That's not good if you're a Chiefs fan. He was there. God, just too far. Right to his. It got it to his hands. You got to catch that. Daniel Jones seems to get sacked on 2nd and 11, but there's a flag down. Holding on the Colts, they're going to decline that penalty there, so it's going to be 3rd and a long ways for the Indianapolis Colts. Going backwards, not great. Fair catch for the Eagles in this game, and they get it down at about the 19-yard line, and we've got a flag. Holding on the Eagles, that's going to move them back there. 3rd and 21, the Colts just decide to run it up the middle. They get some yardage there, but not anywhere close to the first down they were hoping to down in the goal-to-goal area. It looks like they're going to settle for a field goal here in Indianapolis after an impressive drive from the Colts and Daniel Jones. Kind of petered out with a couple of penalties there. Both games are in commercial right now, so we're just kind of chilling. Chilling like a villain. And once again, our picture wasn't working, but there we go. What's the latest word here, Pepper Jack? Anything going on? No? No Twitter things? No nothing about good old Taylor? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you go, straight from the source. Nothing new when it comes to Taylor Swift and her big black box. Eagles on 1st and 10. Oh, by the way, I didn't move the possession arrow. That's my fault. Sorry about that. Sorry, everybody. Only meant to screw up that one thing. Sorry. Second and 2 upcoming here. Jalen Hurts, 20 dropbacks, 1 sack. He's got 7 pressures so far. Barkley, 8 touches, 39 yards. He's got 1 touchdown. He's got the only oh no, because the Chiefs got a touchdown too. So, but Barkley runs. He gets the first down. A little bit more, about a gain of 5 yards there. By the way, here's a stat for you. This comes from NFL on CBS over on Twitter. The lowest win percentage since week 7 of last season, or any quarterback that's had a minimum of 10 starts. Drake May is 4-9, same as Aaron Rodgers. They both have a win percentage of .308. Caleb Williams is 1-11, a win percentage of .083. Barkley with a gain of 11 on the run, first down. Lloyd back in the chat says, "Looks like I jinxed the Giants." No, Lloyd, you didn't. The Giants are what they are. You didn't jinx the Giants. You didn't jinx anything. The Giants were the Giants. Again, we don't feel joy. Giants fans don't feel joy. We don't know what joy is. Like you said, we saw that Malik Neighbors or the Wan'Dale Robinson touchdown at the end. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna lose. We'll find a way to screw it up. And sure enough, we did. We had a lead with what, 2 minutes left? And lost the game. We had the ball twice in overtime and lost the game. Giants football, baby. That's Giants football. So here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Eagles. They are on their own 38-yard line. And there's some motion on the Eagles line. That's going to be a flag. And they're moving them back. They're going to move them back. Yeah. And we finally hit double digit. By this time in the Giants game, we had 24 flags, 25. We were well on our way to the 30 flags. I believe we had 34 total flags in that Giants game, which was a crazy. And again, the feed decides to die Not sure why. And give me a commercial, so I'm missing this play here. Just to let you all know, that's okay. But the Chiefs get a stop from what I can see when we come back here. Giants was the 2011 season. So Super Bowl 46. Super Bowl 46 was the last time the Giants went to a Super Bowl. Won that one against the Patriots. Hand off to Barkley. Or sorry, that's Dillon. A.J. Dillon, not Barkley. Yeah, joy has not been felt by the Giants since 2011. Yeah, and because it's been bad. Here's the thing: like, it's not like the Giants just, oh, well, we're not, we missed the playoffs, or oh, well, the Eagles have crushed us. We've never beaten Dak. I think the first start he had as a rookie against us, we beat him. That was it. He's got 14 straight victories over the Giants. Giants have not beaten Dak. So the Cowboys have crushed us. The Eagles have crushed us. Now, I mean, we've lost the last 3-4 straight to Washington. It's just been bad football over bad football over bad football. We've had 2 playoff berths since our last Super Bowl. One was obviously the whole boat trip one. We know how that fucking turned out. And then there was, hey, Daniel Jones and Saquon look good. We beat Minnesota in the playoffs. We got crushed by Philadelphia again because we just can't beat the fucking Eagles. And yeah. Since then, it's just been bad. And a lot of that, I put that at the feet of Brian Daboll. And again, I put today's defeat at him because this team was completely undisciplined. Now, again, there were a lot of bad calls here. A lot of the roughing the passer calls, bullshit. A lot of the pass interference calls, bullshit. Tons of bullshit calls. But there was also a lot of legitimate calls, especially with our Hudson offensive lineman there, number 55, who should be cut immediately for doing what he did on that opening drive to this Giants team, 4 straight penalties and dumb fucking penalties. That's undisciplined play. That comes from the coach and the coaching staff and the culture you have there. And if your culture holds nobody responsible and doesn't instill in these guys to have personal responsibility and to maintain their composure and not fucking lose their goddamn minds, that, like, high penalty teams, you can tell it's a coaching and culture issue in the locker room. And that's exactly what the problem the Giants have, is a culture and coaching issue in that locker room. And until that gets changed, the Giants are not going to have a lot of success. We're 0-2. Had a game here where we scored 37 points, which is rarer than it's hard to conceptualize something rarer than a Giants scoring over 35 points in a game. I can't tell you how rare that is. And you wasted it with bad play calling in critical spots, skipping for field goals and going for 4th downs when maybe it wasn't the best idea, leaving points on the board, and the penalties and not having a disciplined team. You have allowed this team to not be disciplined, and it cost the Giants so much in this game. And that is squarely at the feet of Brian Daboll. I don't think they're trying. Well, why did I hit touchdown? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for possession. That's my fault. Sorry. Mahomes, 9 of 16 for only 60 yards. Not a great stat line there for old Patty Mahomes. 2nd and 3 upcoming here for Kansas City. Handoff to Pacheco again, and he's going to get to the first down marker. That moves the sticks. 1st and 10, Kansas City. But no, Lloyd, I don't think the Giants are trying to go 0-17. I just think we're that bad. Trying to go 0-17? No. Will they go 0-17? Good possibility. Good chance. Pacheco on 1st and 10. He gets a gain of about 2 yards, maybe 3 if they're generous. Second and 7. Noah, that's not Noah Gray, but that is Gray in motion. Tight end gets it. Kelsey, and Kelsey's got it, and he's running all the way into Eagles territory down at about the 45-yard line, saying, "Look at my marbles. You don't have any marbles." And Travis Kelsey bitching out one of the exciting whites there for the Eagles, Cooper DeJean. Got stiff-armed into oblivion. Said, "Take a seat." The 44-yard line of the Eagles now. 1st and 10. Mahomes rolls out to his right. He's going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards before being pushed out of bounds. 2nd down. Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up here. Daniel Jones, man, what a clutch throw and a clutch catch there by Tyler Warren in Indianapolis. Lloyd says, looks like the league is catching on to the Chiefs. I don't know if that's the case. I think there's some, they're older. Their offensive line is not nearly as good as it was. Their defense is maybe having some issue, but the defense is doing fairly good today. They're holding the Eagles to 13 points. They're moving the ball here. Hollywood Brown with a magician catch there. Make it about 3rd and a yard and a half, 3rd and 2 upcoming. Wow, a hell of a catch by Hollywood there. Hand off to Hunt, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down on a 3rd and 1. See, on a 3rd and 1, you hand it to Kareem Hunt, not to Pacheco. Yeah, hopefully you learn that lesson there. So that's a fresh set of downs for the Kansas City Chiefs right now from the 33.5-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. We are at $1:45 remaining in the 3rd. Clock is running if you're syncing along with us, and I certainly hope you are on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Thank you so much for watching. If you like anything that you have been watching, please give a like, share, and subscribe. Mahomes to his left throws. That's going to be caught. And Hollywood Brown looks like he's going to get another 1st down, gain of 12. And the Chiefs are moving the ball right now. This has been the best drive they've had. End of the 3rd quarter, by the way, in Indianapolis, 28-23. Colts, I believe, still have the ball in that game. I think they're facing a 2nd or 3rd down. 2nd and 5, Indianapolis is at their own 30-yard line. Kyler Murray, by the way, in the Cardinals game, looking very good. They are playing the Panthers, so you have to take that into consideration. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line now. Mahomes has Pacheco and Smith behind him. Smith goes in motion, hands off to Pacheco, and he's going to be stopped for about a 3-4 yard loss. Yikes. Not good. Zadarius Smith into the backfield for the tackle, along with him and Jalen Carter. Old Hawk Tua himself. Lloyd in the chat says he's going to go check to see if Branch is seriously injured or not. You certainly hope nobody is seriously injured. Oh, Kyler Murray got picked. After that great run, he ends up getting picked. That sucks for him. 2nd and 12 upcoming here. Mahomes throws. That's going to be caught and then whipped out of bounds. That should be a flag. Thornton gets the catch, but that he was kind of extra spun out of bounds there. Just saying. It's not, typically, the Eagles are everything from Philadelphia is usually very classy, right? But either way, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And you know what that means here on Stay Tuned Sports. We do all 4 quarters. Last game we did all 5, which is why we were a little late coming to this game. But get the 4s up. Whichever way you want to do it. You want to do it that way. You want to do it that way. Don't do it that way. Just do it this way. It's the 4th. Get the 4s up and get ready for the last quarter of action, maybe. Again, we did 5 quarters with the Giants and Cowboys. Let's see if this will be only 4 between the Eagles and Chiefs. Chiefs are driving right now. Still 27-9. Arizona leading Carolina, even though the Panthers did get a interception on Kyler Murray. And, of course, in the Broncos and Indianapolis game, they are just coming back into the 4th quarter right now. Broncos with a 28-23 lead on the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts get a 1st and 10. Daniel Jones just slinging it, looking good. Great to see it. By the way, Lloyd tells us that Branch is not seriously injured, so that's a good thing to hear. You never want to see anybody super injured. You never want to see anybody injured. That's why you don't want to see anybody really hurt. You just want to see people okay hurt. No, you never want to see anybody injured. So. Just checking Twitter. Sorry for the silence. Checking to see if we got any news, anything breaking as of right now. Here we go. 3rd and 2 for the Chiefs. Handoff to Pacheco, and he's going to be short, about a half a yard short. They have to get to the 12 and a half, and he got to the 13. So it's, again, 4th and inches here, 4th and half a yard upcoming for the Chiefs. Are they going to put Butker out, or are they going to go for it? It looks like they're going to go for it because Butker is now walking off the field. Pacheco and Hunt in the backfield. Just hand it to fucking Hunt if you're going to run it. Play clock down to 3. Hand off to Hunt. He gets it. That's what you do. You give it to Kareem Hunt. You don't give it to Pacheco. An injury timeout here in the game. They're going to go to a break here so you can see about wanting to eat food or some shit. Or a streaming service or whatever the fuck they're pushing here. 4th and 2 for the Colts upcoming in their game. And they're going to go for it. They're near midfield. Daniel Jones in shotgun. They have to get to the 48 of the Broncos. They're on the 50. Snap. Daniel Jones back. Looks. Throws. Thrown to nobody in particular. Incomplete. Daniel Jones ended up on his ass. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Broncos will take over at midfield. And if the Colts defense can't get a stop here, this might be all she wrote. Tyler Warren was the intended receiver. It just was too. Daniel Jones got pressured, did not have the time. He chucked it, and incomplete. There's a big Penix signing there in Minnesota. Michael Penix taking to the field, getting ready for warm-ups here. I was going to say, after that Giants-Cowboys game, these afternoon games have kind of been fucking boring. Like, let's be honest. I'll tell you what, though, looking at the Giants today, it looks like we may not get embarrassed by the Chiefs. We might only lose by 3, 5, or 6. Like, may not be embarrassing. So there's that. We're going to lose. Don't get me wrong. The Giants are going to lose the game. Davis is getting his butt cheeks clapped on the sidelines here for the Eagles. "13th play of the drive, if that's Taylor Swift's lucky number. Maybe it'll mean something. 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. He gets it down to the 6. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Chiefs. ELS in the chat saying he needs Justin Jefferson just to get 1 or 2 touchdowns tonight. We'll see. We'll see how the Vikings do against this Atlanta Falcons team. The Falcons can be a bit schizophrenic. They could be scrappy or they might get blown out. We don't know. We'll see how they do. We'll see how the hamster feels about it. Mahomes intercepted it, bounced off of Kelsey's hands right into the Eagles, and he could run it back. Oh, he just gets knocked out at the Chiefs. I'm sorry, at his own 40-yard line. But that was going in for an end zone. It bounced off Kelsey's hands, intercepted, and the Eagles have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40. Oh, what a turn of events. Oh, Travis. Travis was thinking about that sweet, sweet Taylor ass, and instead, it's the Eagles getting the deeper penetration to the 40-yard line there. Oh, man. Oh, Travis. Oh, no. That's where you might get the ring back. She might say, listen, can't have that. Can't have that. What is this? There's excellence only in that house, Travis. You think Taylor Swift fumbles her albums? You think she doesn't catch them in a clutch? There's a reason she's worth $2 billion, Travis. How dare you? Broncos driving here against the Colts. 5-point game there, 28-23. Broncos looking to see if they can make this game a 2-possession game and maybe put the game away for themselves. We'll see. It's still early in the 4th quarter, 12 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Bo Nix, 20 of 26 for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. Broncos are going to lose 2 yards on that particular play, and it's going to be 3rd and 3 upcoming for the orange-shirted Broncos. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Colts are wearing their white homes today. That seems weird, but Lloyd says Mahomes is that's not a Mahomes. You can't sit there and say that's Mahomes' fault. That is not a Mahomes interception. That's all on Travis Kelce. Travis has got to catch that, and if not catch it, don't bat it up in the fucking air. Interception! Indianapolis Colts! And Bo Nix has thrown a pick, and the Colts go ahead and celebrate with blue in the end zone, thrusting themselves all over the place. Jesus Christ, that blue is a menace. Yeah, that's a good pick. Colts have it now deep in their own end with the pick, but they do have the ball. And just like that, the Broncos looking to maybe put the game away. Now maybe the Colts have a shot here. So here we go from the 41-yard line. Eagles, 1st and 10. Hurts in shotgun. He's got Barkley back there with him. Seems like a bunch package here. Tosses to Barkley. Barkley runs right, and he's going to get a yard. That is it. 2nd and 9 upcoming for your Philadelphia Eagles. Panthers are in the red zone against Arizona. Arizona leading that game 27-9 currently. There is 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter there. Penalty on the Chiefs for what? They're saying they... What'd they get? Oh, that's such a... Oh. They got the wrong number for the guy anyway, but calling that a face mask is fucking cheap. I hate that. So it gives free 15 to the Eagles, which they don't need. Gets into Chiefs territory, but there he's going to get about 7 yards on the carry to Saquon Barkley. 2nd and 3 upcoming for the Eagles. Eagles having the ref in their pocket, as usual, here against the Chiefs. Hate to see it. But, you know, the Eagles are known for being kind of a dirty team and using underhanded tactics and having the refs in their pocket, giving them all the advantages. And so here we are with them. And that's going to be a first down for the Eagles on about a 4-yard pass. Was that Calcaterra? Calcutta? So here we go. Fresh set of downs from the 31-yard line now of the Chiefs. We'll see if the referees can help the Eagles anymore here. Handoff to Barkley. No gains. 2nd down and 10. $11:04 and counting remaining here in the fourth quarter. If you're watching us and syncing along with us, thank you so much for watching us. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. If you want to help us out, please like, share, subscribe. 3 free, easy ways you can do that. You can also donate to our donation station and to our, you can go to our merch store and buy some stuff. The links are in the top of the chat and in the description below. Throw incomplete, batted away by the Kansas City defense, falls harmlessly, although it was close. Going to be 3rd and 10 upcoming here for the Eagles. 10:42 remaining. Clock is stopped. Colts, they've gotten a first down after their interception. They are moving the ball. 10:22 remaining in that game in Indianapolis. 3rd and 10. Can the Chiefs stop the Eagles, or will the referees again help the Eagles help them move the ball against this Kansas City defense? You hope not, but they might know better sometimes. Chiefs are blitzing everybody. Ball's just thrown up. Caught! Devontae Smith down at the 4-yard line. That was just floated up like hell. And Devontae Smith came down with it. Could have been offensive pass interference, but of course the officials aren't going to help. That looks like it was a bit of a push-off. Look at that. He's grabbing him. He pushes him and then grabs it. What a terrible, terrible call. The officials, again, swallowing the whistles for the Eagles as they cheat their way down to a 1st and goal situation from the 4-yard line. Unbelievable. Hand off to Barkley. That's going to be a loss of 2.5 yards. Chris Jones coming up, flexing. So here we go, 9:18 and counting. Hand off to Barkley. Stopped. Short. He got down to the 1 and then got stood up. That's hard to do, but here comes Tush Push City. Can the Chiefs stop the dreaded Tush Push? If they can't, Jimbo's got, I forget, what does Jimbo got to do? Got to eat like a cactus or something? Push, push. I don't think he got there. No, he did not get in. Did not get in. Did Jalen Hurts on the tush push. Of course, they're going to go for it again. Can they stop it again? Eagles are going to challenge the call and say that he got in. I don't think he did, but let's see how much the refs are in their pocket. Colts go for a field goal. Instead, they were 4th and 8, decided to go for a field goal. 28-26, 2-point game in Indianapolis. Yeah, but where is he down? Where's momentum stopped? We'll see if the refs go ahead and cheat for the Eagles yet again and give them a touchdown that they didn't earn after the tush push was stopped. I would imagine they will. It depends on how much money they got or how many Philadelphia mobsters are threatening the officials here. We'll see how that works out. Clearly, you'll know if the officials overturn it and say it's a touchdown. Clearly, the fix is in. Well, we kind of know the fix is in for the Eagles anyway. With the NFL and the officiating, we know that. So we'll see. We'll just see if our conspiracy assumptions are actually proven to be true. And let's face facts. We know how the NFL works. They work in the Eagles' favor, and the officials are always giving them the calls. They are. Like that's just as a Giants fan, having watched the Eagles, unfortunately, having to watch the Eagles as much as I do, you see it, you notice it. It's there. Both of the interesting games are. By the way, Carolina has scored a couple more points there. It's now 27-15 Cardinals in that game. Oh, the check didn't clear. The check didn't clear, and they say it's not a touchdown, so they're going to go for it again here. Fourth and goal, tush push again. And that one looks like it did get through. Should have banned that play when we had the chance. So the Eagles, an extra point away from making this a 10-point game, and the way this game has been going, that might just be enough. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So that makes it a 10-point game officially. 20-10. The Eagles leading the Kansas City Chiefs here in the fourth quarter. 7:48 remaining for the Chiefs to get 10 points. Again, the Chiefs were going in for a touchdown of their own, and Travis Kelce fumbled it away just like he's going to fumble Taylor Swift. And just like he might lose Taylor Swift, Chiefs might lose this game. Hamster says, boo Eagles. Agreed. Broncos got a 2nd and 3, but they did not make it, about a yard short. 3rd and 1 upcoming for them. Colts trying to hold them here. Get the ball back. 7:36 remaining in that game in Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, by the way, over 300 yards passing. Yeah, Daniel Jones has over 300 yards passing against the Broncos. And the Colts have over 500 yards, yet they're still losing by 2. Broncos do get the first down. 1st and 10, so they get the ball and the clock keeps moving. They have nursing a 2-point lead currently. And again, this thing decides to go ahead and freeze up on me for some reason. And I get that. I think that's why it does that, so that you can keep on getting ads. They just they love playing the ads on there. And it doesn't. Why is it doing that? Oh no, what's going on here? Looks like I lost it. I lost the stream. Oh no. Lost the stream. Lost the stream. Oh, no. You've got to try to figure this out now. Not quite sure why we lost the game here. I gotta try to pull this up somewhere else now. No, it's just there's something wrong with the Fox stream. Second and 7 from Mahomes. Throws. That's going to be incomplete. Ow. I just punched the mic. So here we go. 3rd and 7. We got it back. Incomplete on 3rd and 7. 4th and 7. 7:09 remaining. I don't know if you can go for it here. I mean, you might have to, but I don't know if you can go for it. Oh, you love the Chiefs hamster. You know that. But they're going to have to punt. Oh, I didn't even move the visitor. Well, I was trying to get the feedback, so. Whoa, hell of a punt. Gets the Eagles all the way back to the 1-yard line, and it's going to be brought out to the 16, and that is where the Eagles will go ahead and take over. So just move that right back. So 6:57, the Eagles got the ball back, and they could really put this game away because the Chiefs can't waste possessions, and they just did. They just wasted one right there. 2nd and 23 for the Broncos. They are on the Colts' 39-yard line. Bo Nix has all day to throw. Tipped at the line, though. Incomplete. 3rd and 23. I mean, if you're the Broncos, you could go for a field goal, but again, that only puts you up 5 again. And I mean, you could just to make sure that the Colts don't get a field goal to win. You know, you can make it to where they have to get a field goal or something. Oh shit! I still do have the challenge up. You're right. Again, I've been doing. Thank you for the lookout. It got. Listen, it got a little wonky here with the technical shit. There was some, for some reason the stream wasn't working. Nothing was working there. The Broncos, they're gonna have 4th down and still like 4 or 5 to go there. They got a good big gain there on 3rd and 23, but it looks like they're gonna go for a field goal here. Broncos, Will Lutz going for a field goal here. 2 for 2. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it is off the upright and no good. He missed it. And with 3:15 left, the Colts are in a spot where a field goal would win it. They could win the game with a field goal kick. Can Danny Dimes lead the Colts to a win against the Denver Broncos? Ooh, interesting times here in the 4 o'clock window. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line for the Eagles. Hurts under center. That's going to be a handoff to Barkley, and Barkley's going to get 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Eagles. Jonathan Taylor with about a 17-yard run on 1st and 10. Colts are at their own 46-yard line. And they'll hit the 2-minute warning before they have to run another play. Eagles are 2nd and 6. Handoff to Barkley again. They want to eat clock. And it's going to get to the 25-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Eagles. But, of course, tick, 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 tick. That's what the important thing for the Eagles right now. They want to move that clock. They want to be big, giant clock suckers. And if you know anything about the Eagles, Eagles fans, and Philadelphia in general, Philadelphia has some top-notch clock suckers. And that's what they're trying to do right now. Tush push, it seems to be here on the 3rd and 1. Hurts trying to get them off sides here. We get the snap, and it's close. It looks like he's at the line. They're going to say 1st down. He got there, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs, and that clock is going to continue to move. The Chiefs are going to have to look about maybe using their timeouts here at some point. What happened? Yeah, I missed that. Nope, we got stoppages here. Philadelphia's taking a timeout here as the clock was running down. Oh Jesus, I never put the timeouts back up. Jesus, it's been a rough day for me. So there we go. Eagles got their timeout there, so we have that. Yeah, that was offsides on the Eagles. So 1st and 10 from the 26. Eagles just got to milk the clock, hand off to Barkley, of course, and he gets half a yard maybe, but that's all that matters. Chiefs take a timeout. Colts are facing a 2nd and 6, by the way, in their game. 2nd and 9 here. 4:42 remaining. Barkley, he's going to get stopped. By the way, it was the Eagles who took a timeout, not the Chiefs. Wait, why? No, it was the Chiefs. They took the second timeout. Yeah, why is this? I think the Fox graphic is wrong. Because the Eagles wouldn't want to be stopping the clock here. Yeah, Kansas City took their second timeout. That was their second timeout. I don't know why they had the Eagles have 2 timeouts and the Kansas City Chiefs still had all 3. That is not the case. They fixed it. Oh, yeah, but the Eagles also lost the timeout because of the challenge, so they are down to 1. So 3rd and 10 here for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught, but well short of the first down. By the way, Colts got a first down in their game. Broncos take another timeout. Chiefs take their final timeout here to stop the clock with 4:32. They still need 2 possessions. Harrison Smith, by the way, will be inactive tonight for the Vikings-Falcons game. Eagles punt. Bear caught right about the 29-yard line. Little extra pushing back and forth between the Chiefs and Eagles. Don't get yourself a fucking personal foul penalty. Mahomes, he's going to get sacked. Just immediately swallowed up. Not even a chance. 3rd and 7. Upcoming in the Indianapolis Colts game. Clock is ticking away. Broncos have no more timeouts left. They are at 40 seconds there now. Mahomes looks, throws, deep ball. Oh, who's that, Thornton open? Oh, wide open, and just overthrew him by a mile. Oh, my God. Colts call a timeout with 17 seconds left on 3rd and 7. Mahomes back, looks, throws, knocked away. Mitchell with the defensive play, And now it's 4th and 13. There's a flag down, though. Roughing the passer on the Eagles. That's going to give them 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Eagles trying to be dirty bastards yet again, but get caught. Oh, look at that. They tried to decapitate him. Look at the Eagles trying to decapitate Mahomes there. Oh, man, right in his face mask. That should be for roughing the passer and another 15 yards for face mask. Unbelievable. Disgusting, dirty-ass Eagles team. 3 seconds remaining in the Colts and Broncos game. 4th and 9. Incomplete. 1st and 10. Spencer Schrader. He's made 4 field goals in this game. This one is going to be a long one. He's 9 for 9 for his career. It looks like they're trying to announce or jinx the poor kid. Broncos don't have a timeout, so they can't ice the kid. There's going to be a 60-yard field goal attempt. Boy, that's a long way to go if you're a Colts fan. I don't know if he's going to have the leg. We will see. Mahomes back. He's got time. He looks. He throws. Incomplete. Again, Thornton was the intended receiver. Helmet comes off as he falls down. Would have been a hell of a contested catch. There was a missed kick, but we got a flag on a field there in Indianapolis. We'll see what that is. Game can't end on a defensive penalty, so we'll see what they call there. Mahomes back. Personal foul on the Broncos on the kick that ended the game. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to give the Colts another chance to win the game. Oh, my Lord. And from 15 yards closer. Oh, because they jumped on the oh, boy. Mahomes looks, pumps fakes after he's there. It was wide to the right. Flag in this game. Holding on the Chiefs. And this time the Colts knock it through, and the Colts have beaten the Broncos. After a personal foul penalty against the Broncos. Broncos are going to be pissed about that one. .307 remaining in this game, however. Eagles with a 10-point lead. 1st and 20 for the Chiefs. They're at their Eagles' 49-yard line. Time is just running out here. Big, deep ball. Wide open. Caught. Finally, he's able to connect with Thornton, and that's a touchdown for the Chiefs. They've been trying to get that going the entire time, the entire game here, and they finally got it. So not done yet. Although if I'm the Chiefs, I might onside it because I don't know how I don't know how much I trust the defense, and you have no timeouts. You might kick the ball away and never get it back, especially with no timeouts. Extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. It is a 3-point game now. Eagles lead 20-17. Eagles with 1 timeout. Chiefs have none. 3 minutes on the dot remaining here. Yeah, they have to go. I know the announcers sound surprised that they're going onside kick. They have to go onside kick. They have to. Onside kick time. Can the Chiefs get it? Here's the kick. It does the high bounce. Does not go 10 yards anyway, so it doesn't matter. Eagles get it. It didn't go the 10 yards anyway, so it didn't matter. And it can be academic here outside of maybe the Eagles fucking up. By the way, it's 27-22 now in that Arizona-Carolina game. And Carolina just got the onside kick. Barkley gets the carry on 1st and 10, and he gets 9 yards. And, of course, they can't stop it. Can the Chiefs? Two 16, 15, 14. The Eagles are going to let it run all the way down. Flag out. Encroachment on the Chiefs. 5 yards, automatic, first down. Just end the game. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. That ends the game. Actually, they're going to, because he just kind of walked over to do that. And so the Eagles decline the penalty. But it doesn't, because he wants second down because he wants to get the first down and use that time. I get it. All right. If the Cardinals blow this game, what a fucking collapse. Hurts gets the tush push. It looks like they're going to mark him at the first down marker, which would be a first down anyway. So it'll be the 2-minute warning. They'll have a first down. It'll be 3 kneel downs, and it's over. Holding on the Panthers in their game. So that takes what would have been a good chunk of yardage and a first down for them and moves them back. Eagles going to win this game up by 3. No timeouts for the Chiefs, and they got a fresh set of downs. So that's going to do that. Yeah, that's what I say. This game here is over. Hamster in the chat saying that the refs are cheating the Cardinals here, and it might be. What, did they call roughing the passer on this play? Like they did for in the Giants game, that was a terrible call too. It looks like that's what happened in that game. That's terrible. To call that roughing the passer, that's bullshit. Kind of the same with the Giants. Like that wasn't a roughing the passer in that game, and this is not here. Like he moved to the side. He didn't land on top of them. There was none of that. Like that's what I mean. These refs need to be fucking fired. There needs to be accountability. Pass is tipped at the line, incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. They are down 5 points. They do need a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. They have 1 timeout left. There's another flag down. Intentional grounding on Bryce Young and the Panthers. So that's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. Or, the down counts. Oh, they said they didn't get the push carry. So it's actually 2 minutes, 3rd down. The Chiefs got a chance here. Not really, because the Eagles are going to do it twice. So unless they go off sides again, he's going to get that. I'd be trying to rip that fucking ball out as all I could. Punch him in the fucking balls if you can. But that doesn't matter. It is a 1st down now, and we are on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So with that, now the Chiefs are trying to say that the ball's out. Frankwell's coming up with the ball. Now they're going to have a discussion. And the clock has been running this whole time. The officials have stopped the clock. Now they wind it. Bryce Young, big ball down the field, incomplete. Flag on the Cardinals, though. Offsides. The refs are really helping the Cardinals out here. Jimbo in the chat, he's pissed because the Broncos screwed his parlay. And we see the refs on the Eagles side here, Jimbo, again, as that was a fumble recovered by the Chiefs, but the officials aren't going to give it to them because they've cheated so much for the Eagles here at this point. It really is. It's a sad thing to see. It's a sad thing to see. 3rd and 15, incomplete. Now, again, let's see if the refs throw another flag here for the Panthers. And it doesn't appear they will, so 4th and 15 coming up. 2nd down coming up here. This is it's academic now at this point. Eagles will win this game. Well, with help from the referees, will the Eagles go ahead and win this game? And there's a kneel down with under the 40. So there you go. That's the final. The Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the Chiefs with the help of the referees. That will be a win. Eagles 20, Chiefs 17. It looks like the Cardinals have gotten their stop in the game against the Panthers. And so the Cardinals nearly fumbled that game away, but are able to hold on in the end, 27-22. The Colts were able to go ahead and defeat the Broncos 29-28 after they had missed a 60-yard field goal, but they were called for leverage on that play, trying to lean. You can't jump on the back of your other player to go ahead and get leverage. That's why they call it leverage. And so they got a 15-yard personal foul penalty, and the Colts were able to go ahead and kick the game-winning field goal there. So crazy football through the 1 o'clock window, through the 4 o'clock window. Some crazy football. What does tonight hold? We will see when the Falcons take on the Vikings. I'll see you guys there in just about a half an hour. But for now, it's been fun. See you then. Adios.